Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, April 1st, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Real quickly here, I do want to share that I will not be hosting a monthly outlook today or tomorrow, which is a holiday in the U.S. Instead, I will be hosting it on Monday, April 5th. So I will be hosting the PivotBoss monthly market outlook at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday, April 5th. You can see the Zoom link to join in the description below. Please join me. We'll be talking stocks, futures, and also quarterly pivots. All right, let's take a look here at the ES in the daily time frame. You'll notice again, since we had that strong low last Thursday, we've had a strong follow through, followed by a good holding pattern, and now a continuation here that's beginning today. If today turns into a trending mode type of day, we'll likely see a push higher toward 4K. Right now, the current daily average range is 54 points per day. We're at 20 points even right now. So if you add another 30 points of range to the upside, you easily get 4,000. We're at 3984s right here, so just 16 more points get you to 4K. So today may be very well the day that we get that 4K finally. The one thing to keep an eye on, previous month's high price, previous month's close are both right here. That's very close to one another. If there's some sort of rejection of these levels early this week, we could be looking at some sort of pullback into the monthly pivot range below. Any pullback early in the month could be seen as a buying opportunity for a continuation toward new highs. All right, let's take a look right now at the NQ. The NQ is outpacing the ES right now. This one's already at 1.14%. We're seeing a solid continuation from the previous session's range. Stop run day in the previous session through 3-day highs. The bounce occurred here off the previous quarter's close. We're seeing a really strong move right now already that's played out from the overnight trade and into the pre-market trade. We're now seeing this move come right into or very close to previous highs here, which would be around 270. So the previous high is right in this zone here before it turned down before. That one right there is 287. You have highs back here that take you into 328, and this high right here is 353. So the 313 level was the level that we've been talking about as the key level here. So we likely see more strength even likely toward that zone. The NQ is only trading 54% of ADR despite today's big move already. And if it's only trading half the range, that means we could see another continuation that adds at least another couple hundred points to this range, or if not half of that, 150 points. So we're averaging 290 points on a 10-day basis, 250 on a 5-day basis. Right now we're at 156, which means we could at least see another 100 points of range to the upside. That would put us into 339 and these highs right here. So again, there could still be more upside. We'd be reaching for the previous month's high as well. So all of that right there could still be ahead if price can continue to hold above the 13,172 level. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. This one's outpacing even those two. This one's up 1.8% right now. Only trading 50% of ADR as well, but it's a bounce back day after a couple of down days here to the downside. You can see right here we have an inside day, so today's current range is inside that of the previous session, but we're still inside that larger range here that's developing, that's been sideways for a while, building a ton of energy. That's really the range to continue to watch. If we quantify the range, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 days now. So if we bring this up to a 10-day range quantification here, like that, you'll see that we're right at 57% of ADR as of today. Obviously today's range is not in yet, but the odds are very good that we stay within the current 10-day range to keep that level the same, because we either need to break above this top level right there or below this bottom level here in order to expand the range and increase this higher by the end of the day. If that doesn't happen, then this stays the way it is. So we're at 57% of ADR. Should we get a breakout, we're looking at perhaps a 10-point move, potential move that could be ahead. Obviously, once we do get the breakout, this may drop down a little bit, but 8 to 10 points of range action could be pretty significant. So right now, we have a very clear compression here over the last 10 days. It's a wide compression, but against the volatility here, looks really, really good for a potential breakout very soon, one way or another. So let's take a look now at gold futures. You'll see with gold futures, this one's had a 2-day bounce. Didn't quite take out the low here. That was almost a given that it would drop into the lows, and it just hadn't. Instead, it's bounced right back, and it's right back to the 1720 level where it dropped away from here recently. The other thing here is we have a narrow pivot range for the month, and right now we're seeing already a big time push through the top of that pivot range. That could be an indication of a move to the previous month's high. Obviously, by the end of the day, we still need to see this type of behavior. If by the end of the day we have a tail at the upper end of the day's range and we close somewhere at 1700, you know, something like this, that would be an indication of a failure at that pivot range. But right now, that pivot range is narrow. Price is taking it bid through that zone. We've endured a pretty significant downtrend here in GC, and a failure to get a new low may very well lead to a test at the edge. So look for a price move toward 1760 early this month here for a big test at that pivot. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the week. Obviously, in Friday's market is a market holiday in the U.S., so I will not host a monthly market outlook until Monday, and Monday will also be the next pre-market video as well. All right, everyone, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all in the trading room. Take care.